So you also realize that if you were to just wait till it becomes a jaw-dropping experience, then that would take forever because portfolio is the kind of work that requires feedback from others. It needs to be bad before it can be good, and then finally reach a point where it's just perfect for what I need. Yeah, and that's I feel like portfolios are something like they're. I like to think of them as like ongoing living projects. And it says it's not that means that you're working on them all the time, but it's living in the sense that as you receive feedback, it grows, or as your needs change, it evolves. Um, as you gain experience, things get added to it, or maybe as you pivot, things get taken away. And that's to me like that's I think that's important. I think it's important to think of things sometimes as that. It's not these we're gonna reach a point that it's perfect and it's finished. Rather, it's this thing that is living and that it's evolving and that it's changing and that from time to time we revisit it and we revise it and we um experiment on it too. We do stuff with it. We play with it. I think that's really really important to have that mentality and to have that approach to our projects. There are some projects obviously that when you change them or when you work on them, like they do have a finality, right? They do have an end point. Um, but for those, when they have an end point, well, you know when you reach the end, when the project is complete. Again, not perfect, but complete. And I think that's the thing that another thing that to me is very helpful to remember is um, if a project is going to reach completion, a stage of completion, what does that stage look like? What are the requirements? What are the parameters? What's going to be the evidence? How will I know that I reached the completeness that I'm satisfied with for this project? I think that's really really important. And a lot of times when it's in kind of an open-ended or more long-term project, people oftentimes forget to really sit down and define that for themselves. So especially the personal projects, like